Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. I just wanted to give you guys an update. It looks like we are falling out of this wedge, this bearish wedge that I talked about at the end of my previous video, which I did about the indicators that I wanted you guys to look at, which is a really cool video. If you guys check that video out, it's the last video I made, and we talked about this wedge being a bearish pattern. And man, I make these videos perfect for you guys. I mean, we were right up here when I made the video, okay? And I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion. We were right up here when we made the video. And if you guys can hear me in this first clip, I mean, we almost nail it. We're about $100 off from the high, but you'll hear me say this real quick. Just bear with me for 1 second. Ready? Or we could come up and touch this 35,106 or 35,161 area. So we were very close to it. We almost nailed that. That was pretty cool, right? So we got that almost to the dollar. We were a couple dollars off here. Maybe on some other platforms you got it because, like I said, Coinbase is a little bit different. The money's a little different. With that being said, we're falling out of this wedge. And if you guys watched my previous video, we talked about this wedge, right? Okay. You can hear me talking about 40 pattern. So there's a 40% chance it goes to the upside. Now, in very bullish markets, an Elon Musk tweet can rip this thing right up. Okay. But most of the time, this is a bearish wedge. So most of the 60% of the time, they fall down. They drop at some point. Now, can we drop right here? If we touch here, yeah. And that's exactly what we did. And I ended up drawing a line and doing a bunch of stuff there, guys, if you watched the video. But yeah, and I said the most likely scenario is we're going to break this at some point and start dropping, right? So that's what we're doing now. Now, what can we find here, guys? Are we going back down to this 33,350 area? Now, that is a possibility. Or let's see if we can get maybe there's a bounce right here. Maybe there is a little bounce right here. So maybe we can bounce, okay, and just trade sideways. But I ended up closing out all my positions here, which was absolutely, it was perfect when I look at it. But I closed all my positions here. Once I saw this candle get back into, I didn't close it right at the peak, but right around this $3,500 area, I ended up closing my positions, even though it did shoot back up here. But I closed it right here once we fell back in the pattern. And I didn't like this because this looked like a shooting star. This is called a shooting star candle. And it was at the top of the move, and I felt like it was bearish. And I felt we were going to break from there. And that's exactly what ended up happening. Now, for all you guys that caught my videos before, yeah, I mean, you guys should have been up on these trades anyways, and then you could have just had your stop to right here, right? As soon as that broke. And you're still ahead of the game, even in Ethereum as well. Same thing, That's why you draw these trends, and if these trends break, you look for the next level. Okay, maybe dollar cost average here. If that breaks, load a little bit more here, because this 1850 would be a nice loading zone, right? Because if we drop under there, I mean that was pretty bad last time, right? So we want to look for these areas. Now we could get a bounce here, trade sideways, and then move our way back up here. So it's not the end of the world that we broke out of this pattern. Now, usually this is the crazy thing. On a wedge like this, usually around this area would be the target. I just can't imagine us going that low. I'm thinking maybe on this trend, this short trend we had that we drew, this trend line that made us break the beginning. The one thing I could think that we could be doing right now, which would actually be bullish if this happened, guys. I know some of this sounds crazy to some of you guys that don't trade a lot, or or just are new to the game, but it would actually be bullish if we came down, retested this, and then got rejected and then bounced. That would be a great place. So anywhere around this area, this 33,350 area, that would be a good buy zone. Let's see if we can get confirmation off of this move here, get the bounce that we're looking for. Okay. Of course, we don't want a 4-hour closing underneath this trend again, because that would be disastrous, right? I mean, that trend starts at the top of the move that we had at the 41,000 area. Okay. So I just wanted to do this quick update for you guys. Ethereum, okay, like we talked about this area here, maybe, and could be the bottom of this trend. So let's keep that in mind as well. It could be around this area right here, okay? So maybe down to 1900 even start looking to take some money there, or maybe looking for a bounce, okay? I still think we're going to eventually get up to this 36 mark. Yeah, we'll trade it, and if it starts to look better here, and it starts to break some of these levels, and based on volume, guys, volume is key. Plus, we can do something like this now. All right, now we can draw this. Maybe we get this. Maybe we get one more line. Let's make it better. Let's make it more legit. Okay, so maybe we get something like this. First of all, let me erase all these green lines now, right? These are garbage. But maybe, just maybe, this is how we're going to take this trade, right? Because now this wedge I just drew is actually a bullish. This would have more potential to break to the upside. Now it could keep going down in the wedge and maybe retest this area. And the wedge could probably be widening out. We're doing this on the fly, right? I gotta erase all this. This has gotta be deleted. We want to be able to see everything, right? We get the point in my drawings. I'm not the greatest drawer on here. Yeah. So maybe this widens out just a little bit. Maybe we get something like this, and then we get a couple more touch points down here. But yeah, this has more potential. So now what we'll do, okay, we'll see how this reacts in this wedge. Okay, maybe coming out of here, maybe boom, boom. But we break this previous area. Oh, I'm sorry. See, I am not a good draw. This area right here, okay. Then yeah, we're probably gonna come up here and test this. Okay. So just to let you guys know that that's a possibility. All right. So keep your eye out for that if you're looking for the turnaround. All right. Let's see. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing. This is Ethereum. 1 hour chart. I mean, we pretty much got the same kind of wedge here, right? Maybe one more touch here. We're actually looking for one more touch here. But that's pretty good. That's a pretty good wedge. We don't want it. This was the bottom. We don't want it to go underneath this anyways, right? So now this is more of a bullish pattern. Okay, it's the same thing. We could end up coming down and breaking up from here. Could be a little move, or we could go all the way down. This wedge could extend. Okay, we could go all the way down to this area, come up, maybe go back down or whatever, get past here. And then once we break this again, this level, we're going to see more to the upside. Okay, possibly test this trend here that we drew. Okay, look at that trend. Or we might get rejected at that trend. So that's something we want to look out for, right? Because we could come out of this wedge, everybody could be happy, and then we hit this trend and we fall back down here and get rejected. Okay? So that's what we have for Ethereum. That's what we have for Bitcoin. Guys, I closed all my positions. Um, I should do videos on Matic and Cardano, and I'll get back to that. Don't worry, I'm not out of that. I just figure Bitcoin and Ethereum are so important right now that if these fold, you guys are going to have to watch these charts over all the charts. I mean, you could watch, Matic and Ethereum, or Cardano and DOT and everything, and Solana and all these other charts, but you have to watch Bitcoin and Ethereum because those will dictate the whole pace of. You will know if it's going down or if it's going up. If Bitcoin's in a bearish trend, guess what? Cardano's probably going down. If Matic's going down, these coins are going down. So this is why it's so important to keep an eye on Bitcoin, okay, and Ethereum. All right. So this is why I'm doing this. I still love DOT. I still love Matic. I still love all those coins. I still have long holds and everything. And I just have my trading. I like to trade stuff, okay? To add more to my positions, to my long positions, okay? So, and if you guys haven't checked out my indicators video, it was actually a pretty cool video, I thought. I'll play you guys just a little clip here. We talked about the bearish and bullish support here. Or can we come? Like, see, we're looking at indicators. Okay, this is my last video. These are indicators. I'll go through and I'll tell you which one, the names of each one. I'm sorry, and we'll go through them all. Okay. So now this first one. All right. So I'm not going to kill you with that. But it's a really cool video. You guys should check it out. It's my last video. We did talk about this pattern as well. So check it out. Listen, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all I'm asking, guys. Hit the thumbs up. I will be giving out gold and once we get to 5,000 subscribers. So you guys that are, and multiple people, not just I want to spread love to everybody. I'm not doing this for money or fame or anything else, okay? I'm just doing this because I want to spread love. And I was having a lot of my friends and people getting nervous. So I said, I'm going to make a chart video because it's hard to help everybody. And I figured at least they could see what I'm doing and maybe learn from it a little bit and maybe get some knowledge. And I'm doing everything basic right now. And I'm doing this on purpose. We'll get into more detailed charting as we go, okay? I'm just doing this as basic as I can right now. Basic works, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. These little shooting stars, counting candles, basic trends, support and resistance. I mean, like I could do cyber patterns. I could do all these different patterns. And they do work to help you kind of figure out where the future's going sometimes. Of course, you got the Fibonacci's and all that fun stuff. But if you're going to be trading just to make some money real quick, the best thing you can do is just keep it basic, in my opinion. Now, if you're going for long-term trades, yeah. But listen, guys, you should have a holding portfolio, okay? Buy the dips. Buy the dips and start a holding portfolio, okay? Buy a little bit at a time. Have a holding portfolio, okay? Then you have your trading portfolio with less money in it where you're trying to flip it. You don't want to kill yourself, okay? 80% should be holding portfolio, 20% should be trading if you like to trade and know what you're doing, okay? And I don't recommend for a lot of you got new traders to use leverage or any of that stuff, okay? That's how you get burnt. But listen, guys, I'm not going to make this video too long. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit all. So as soon as I post the videos, I'm Moondog Trading, as you can see, one word. That's my YouTube. But hit the all on the bell so you guys get my notification right away so you don't miss any of these moves so we can all make money because that's all I'm trying to help people do, okay? Much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Please sub, show me the love. That's all I'm asking. I'm getting a lot of views, but I'm not seeing the subs. And you guys are watching, and I really appreciate that. But please sub. It just makes me feel good knowing that you guys are subbing and you guys are hitting thumbs up, and that's all I'm asking to keep this content going for you guys. All right? So you can follow me on Twitter, too. It's Moondog Trading 1. That's my Twitter, and I'm also on Stock Twits. I'm the Gunslinger. So peace out, guys. Much